I'm Connie Ryan. I'm the Executive Director of Interfaith Alliance of Iowa, and I'm glad that you are here for the People's Condition of the State, where everyday Iowans are responding to Governor Reynolds' remarks today, but we are focusing on our Iowa. Iowans are challenging the extreme agenda being planned by Governor Reynolds and Republicans in the legislature. Speakers today will share their stories and the impact of public policy from the last session that is impacting our families and our communities. This is our Iowa for public employees and labor union members who deserve to have their bargaining rights restored and their retirements protected. Our Iowa for public schools that deserve a real raise. Our Iowa for low-income women who want to choose the excellent health care provided at Planned Parenthood and who deserve the right to make their own health care decisions. Our Iowa for workers who deserve a raise of a minimum wage that is higher than what we currently have. Our Iowa for children and families who deserve to be safe against the proliferation of guns in our communities. This is our Iowa, and we are using our voices.
Recently, we've begun to balance the budget on the backs of our students. Cutting edge cannot happen when inadequate funding does happen. Funding for education used to be the responsibility of the state. When did educating kids become the sole responsibility of Iowa's teachers? When did it become okay to be at the back of the pack rather than the front? 2018 is not the year to further erode public education, be it PK-12, AEA, community college, or Regents institutions. 2018 is the year to make Iowa public education a priority once again. It's time for both sides of the aisle to roll up their sleeves and work to find a sustainable funding stream for Iowa's public schools and to support our public educators. Thank you.
The governor and the state have a duty to the children in Iowa foster care system, a duty to treat these children as their own and to provide for them and to protect them. I have seen firsthand what it means to have their services cut. I have seen firsthand that their Medicaid needs have been denied. Can our state consistently turn their backs on these children? Governor Reynolds is failing our most valuable kids. I have tried repeatedly to navigate the privatization of Medicaid system, and it is clear that the system is definitely failing. Like we said, there was going to be problems. And I feel that the state and the governor have turned their backs on us. It's clear that the for-profit corporations are running this system more important than everyday Iowans who are suffering. So what is it going to take? What is it absolutely going to take? We have got to have the state of Iowa stepping up. Thank you.
Why my local politicians who should be representing me are continuously voting against my own health choices is baffling. They often claim to be voting on behalf of their religious beliefs which I too practice. However, I don't place my beliefs above others or implement my beliefs onto others. Only my doctor and I know what is best for my body in regards to my health, not my faith, and clearly not my local government. Birth control has many uses. For example, my sister at age 10, long before she was sexually active, was prescribed birth control due to her anemia. The services we look for, ones folks like myself visit Planned Parenthood for, can treat various symptoms, none of which are the business of my local politicians. If politicians continuously attempt to strip away our accesses to birth control, a woman's place in the world will absolutely change. Birth control puts women like myself in a better economical space. We should have access to make our own choices. Local politicians making our health choices for us is frankly irresponsible, gross, and just bizarre. My story is one of millions, and it is one being worth shared as we begin the 2018 legislative session. You must do the right thing to protect Iowans like myself.
I have a moral imperative to do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly, but not necessarily quietly, when it comes to civil rights, voting rights, equal rights, women's rights, LGBTQ rights, immigrant and refugee rights, collective bargaining rights. I am concerned about making room for my neighbors' rights, making room for people to be dignified with the freedom to use a bathroom, to not be denied access or dignity of that choice. I am concerned about making room for people to organize, for people to earn a living wage. I want to make room for equality, for people who share my faith and people who do not. I heard our governor today speak about Iowa as a place where it does not matter if you are rich or poor or male or female. And I would like to say on this, I disagree. It does matter. It matters because some are denied equality and opportunity and freedom because of their gender identity, because of their wage, because of their inability to rise above poverty. I heard our governor share compelling stories about people who lived their dreams, people who worked hard and rose above in order to succeed. And while those are compelling stories, I know stories too. Stories of people who work hard day and night, who work more than one job. And it does matter that they are not able to reach for those dreams that our governor was able to reach for. Because when you are working 2 and 3 jobs, you do not have the access or the ability or the time or the luxury or the privilege of working your way to the top.
This is our Iowa, and we are using our voices. It's going to be a tough session, and we need each of you to use your voices so that we can retain the Iowa that we know. Thank you so much.